That was terrible.
That was crap. That was garbage. This place sucks.
Overreaction Monday.
All right, Christopher.
On a Tuesday.
Oh, I stepped on it.
Hey.
What do you got over there, Chris?
Hey, what's up, guys? Everybody good?
Yes.
What up, man? Rich, the Harbaughs are going to face off again in the NFL playoffs in the next 2 years.
Okay, that's an overreaction. Get out of here, man.
What do you mean?
What do you think? It's going to be Ravens-Chargers? Is that what you're saying?
Ravens-Falcons,
okay.
Ravens-Bears, Ravens-Commanders.
Well, Ravens in the playoffs. If it's Ravens-Bears, Ravens-Commanders, you're talking a Super Bowl. You said NFL playoffs, so it's more likely. It's more likely that if Jim does take the gig in with the Vegas or the Chargers.
There you go.
But I mean, if you're talking about another Har Bowl again in 2 years, I mean, obviously, who's got it better than them? Still won't do it. Okay,
That's not my thing.
all right.
2 years.
I'll still call it an overreaction because wherever Jim goes, he's going to have to. It's going to take some time to instill his program, I would think.
What if he goes to the Chargers?
Yeah, if
and
he goes
has
to the
Herbert?
That's ready made.
I think that if he goes to the Chargers, then this is more likely than not. But at this point in time, we don't even know if he's going to the NFL. So how dare you?
And we know Kellen Moore's going to be the Chargers coach.
I'm not there yet. Yeah, right. That ain't happening, pal. You keep saying that.
I just want to be right.
What else, Chris?
All right, so I had this one written last night, but now I have to change the phrasing. Now that we know Mike Vrabel's future with the Titans, the Patriots should do whatever it takes to go get him as head coach.
I don't think that's an overreaction. And I feel this way about Belichick, that he's the greatest of all time, and there is no better in-game, preparing for a game guy in terms of experience and in terms of acumen. But if you got a 48-year-old man right there, I mean, seriously, you can get Vrabel in there and have another 20-year run.
Absolutely.
So I don't know how to handle this. This is, I mean, even Bill Burr was saying he didn't like the question. I know you love Belichick, but would you take Vrabel over Bill? And he basically said, after trying to answer for 90 seconds, saying, I don't like the question. Yeah. Because Belichick is Belichick, and it's disrespectful to talk in this manner. But my job as a host who has takes, am I a taker? Am I
really.
an opinionator?
Not really. I mean, you know.
I don't think that's an overreaction. The guy's got a red jacket, man.
Yeah.
He would have you guys at hello.
I mean, I've been talking about him all year.
And you could set up the front office in the manner that I think you're happy to set it up.
Yeah. And,
right.
if Gerard Mayo wants to stay and keep building up his resume, or he can go elsewhere. Right. Yeah, of course.
What else, Chris?
Rich, did you see, we like to look at social media for clues about players and situations. How about jersey numbers? With Garrett Wilson changing his number from 17 to 5, this is a sign the Jets
are going
Adams.
After
Davante Adams.
All right, whatever. Dude, are you really going in this direction here? For real?
Everyone's talking about it.
Okay. All right. Why did he say he's changing it to 5?
Apparently he wore 5 at Ohio State.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That program just doesn't, it doesn't factor in my thinking.
Understood. He wore 5 at Ohio State.
I'm going to get to that part of my celebrations soon rather than later.
Guys, let's focus.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I mean, if Rodgers has one more year left in him, I mean, you got to go for Davante Adams, but why would the Raiders cough him up?
Well, you could get picks back and
whatever.
A deep wide receiver
Get
draft.
out of
here.
here.
What I mean? I don't know.
No, Garrett Wilson just wants to probably get back to, if you will, who he is and go for. I think this is an overreaction. So you're going to tell whoever's taking the job in Vegas, we need to make Aaron Rodgers happy.
Or we're getting,
we're getting enough draft capital for our best offensive player. So welcome to Las Vegas. You don't have Davante Adams anymore, even though he's under contract for a long time around here.
Davante Adams, 31 years
out
old.
of here.
31.
That is not the way to hire a new head coach.
You're probably right.
Next up, that's an overreaction.
You're going to love this one.
Okay.
The quarterback facing the most pressure heading into the 2023 postseason, Lamar Jackson.
That's a major falsity. That's false. What pressure is this guy feeling?
Being a two-time MVP with more MVPs than playoff wins?
He's got a ton of road ahead of him. See, pressure, and I don't think this guy's felt the pressure a day in his life.
Maybe that's the problem.
It's not a problem. Get out of here. I mean, if you want to go under the pressure cooker, it's the guy to my right.
No, first of all, they're the number one team heading into the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so if you're the best team heading into the playoffs,
Speak, TJ.
Which I don't believe he's under pressure, but if we're going to play this game, then yeah, wouldn't the MVP who's playing for the best team feel the most pressure to win?
Hasn't
the Super
had
Bowl?
any
Josh
playoff
Allen?
success.
You want to go Josh Allen just because he won't stare the obvious in the face?
You want to flip this on me for some reason.
I don't want to flip it on you. I'm flipping it on Dak Prescott.
Well, as a representative
They
of that,
have
you're
the
flipping it on
2 seed.
me.
They have the best
number 1 seed.
Excuse
and
me,
the MVP, Rich.
Give me the best a better setup in terms of roster and seeding that the Cowboys have had in Dak's era. Period. End of story.
Ooh.
They haven't. This is it. It's all set up. You had a
It's
nice.
all set up.
You've
We can't
reported.
beat the Niners,
You've reported as eligible for the usual Dallas Dak Prescott pressure conversation. That's and Irv keeps talking about the curse of Jimmy Johnson is gone.
Sure, fine.
But I don't think Lamar's felt pressure a day in his life. What else, Chris?
Thank you guys for falling into my trap of playing that game.
Thank you.
Michael Penix played himself out of the first round with his performance.
I don't know
last
about that. His performance. He faced a stout National Football League style of defense last night, and he took the hits, man, and they kept coming and kept coming. He had me scared last night. I'm not lying. I mean, I believe in the Michigan defense and the Michigan, fortitude, but he was flinging it around, and he was surviving and advancing damn near every snap. And he was pre-snap processing his head off. I was impressed with him last night, actually. I just, I don't have first-round grades in front of me, et cetera, but I'll push back on that as an overreaction. He might wind up being a first-round pick, and many people might not have him graded that high going into that game either.
That's true. That's true.
What else, Chris?
All right,
You got one more?
All right, last one. What the hell was Stephen A. doing in the box with Jordan and Jeter? Like, what was that?
What do you mean?
What was that?
He's Stephen A. Smith. I wouldn't be surprised. Why would that surprise you?
Because this guy thinks he's on the level with Jeter and Jordan and even Travis Scott. Like, what was that?
By the way, was that not his box? I don't know.
Is there SD Porton?
You didn't even wonder whose box. It could have been Jordan's box because
it was
jump man.
It was Jordan's
We
box.
sure?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he hang with those guys?
I mean, come on.
Stephen A. Smith.
I would push back. That is an overreaction.
He's not Jordan and Jeter.
In his world, he is, though. In this world,
you think? By the way, you don't think Jordan and Jeter would want to hang with him? Come on.
I found that a little surprising. Am I
don't
the
know.
only one?
I believe you probably.
I think you are. How about him being so surprised that we're pushing back together?
Wow, I thought you guys would be with me on that.
No, I'm not.
I
wanted to be in that suite.
Yeah, me too.
You guys
I would have been if I were there.
Brockman and TJ.
You could have been. You didn't want to go.
I have a couple pairs.
All right, I'm wrong. I don't know.
Some kicks.
I was like, what? I was like, what is he
That was
doing there?
great.
What is he doing there?
He probably went in more than one box knowing Stephen A.
Maybe.
Visited.
Because he thinks everyone wants to see him?
How about, by the way, another part of Harbaugh's amazingness?
I was kind of baffled.
How about Michigan being the first ever jump man team to win a national championship in college football?
Yeah, 2016, they were the first college football team that came on board.
And again, I mean, what a brilliant move that is.
Yep. Also, when the number 4 hit him in that video we just watched, and he put the 4 together because that was his number, like that. When he talked about the tattoo, that was all pretty cool.
Well, and by the way, maybe Stephen A. got in that suite because it was Tiger's ticket, and then Tiger ditched.
Interesting.
And Jordan's like, I got an extra one.
Nice.
Although I'm sure Stephen A. had a credential and he could go wherever he damn well pleased last night.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.